In our segment on safety, we are talking about something that people don't give a lot of thought to, but this item is extremely crucial to the car because it protects its occupants from the elements. It is the laminated windshield. Stick around because you're going to have a lot of information and a lot of interesting things coming your way.
If you were to name the most basic and standard safety feature of a car, you probably think of a seatbelt or an airbag, right? Have you ever thought that the windshield of your vehicle is also one of the primary safety fitments? This most basic element of a vehicle protects drivers and passengers from outside elements and flying objects. The fact that windshields were not available during the inception of mass automotive production may seem laughable in today's time, but that's how basic the approach to driving was back in the day. The first windshields were placed on cars in 1904. These were simply horizontally divided pieces of plate glass, something like you find on a building's window, and these too were optional in the early years. Inventions and innovations throughout the century helped introduce new technology like safety glass, pop-out windshields, and polyvinyl butyrol, with windshields and safety glass still continuing to be improved on today. However, the biggest breakthrough and invention in the history of windshields happened in 1903, and fascinatingly, it happened by accident. French artist and chemist Edouard Benedictus is to be credited for this. One day he dropped a beaker, sending the flask to the floor. It broke, but its pieces held together. Cellulose nitrate, a clear liquid plastic left in the beaker, had dried up and kept the glass from breaking into shards. After experimenting further, Benedictus in 1910 added a gelatin layer which stuck to both panes of glass and patented triplex. He then hoped to promote its use in automobiles, but that was a task in itself. Then Henry Ford decided he needed to make car windshields safer after he and some of his friends were injured by flying glass in accidents. He produced a laminated safety glass and began using it in Ford cars in 1919. Other individuals also tweaked this prototype to improve its strength and cost-effectiveness. In the 1930s, Carlton Ellis patented a resin laminate that made the windshield glass even stronger, while also protecting passengers from UV rays and minimizing road noise. But windshield designs reached modern strength levels starting around the 1970s. These improved laminated windshields were able to withstand nearly 3 times the impact of earlier versions. Automotive manufacturers kept working on reduction in infrared rays passing and consequent internal heat gain, and that's how gas-filled glass was invented, which is used for most of the advanced car windshields. Manufacturers have even developed heated windshields that are able to defog and defrost faster than standard types. It is an expensive affair though. And then comes the electrochromatic glass that enables the driver to limit the amount of sunlight coming into the vehicle with the touch of a button. Very few high-end car makers have found its use in the sunroof, and some are still working on the use of this technology in automobiles. In fact, McLaren in 2013 announced that it is working on a wiper-free windshield technology. The buzz around that concept vanished with time. We know that suppliers and OE manufacturers will keep improving the technology for this basic safety feature, and we really hope to see some interesting chapters added to the story of windshields in the coming years.